Today is 2026. Most people's new year already has an expiration date. See, studies on habits and resolutions say it doesn't take 21 days to form a habit. On average, it takes around 60 to 70 days for a new behavior to feel automatic. And big data on activity and fitness shows a lot of people abandon their New Year goals around the third week of January, often around January 19th, what some call Quitter's Day. It doesn't take 21 days to build a habit, but it can take as little as a couple of days off for your nervous system to say, see, we can't do this, and drag you straight back to what's familiar. So the question isn't, what's your 2026 resolution? The real question is, what will your nervous system do between today and day 66? And what will happen after your first 2-day slip? If you want change that outlives January, this is where we start. There's a free 7-minute reset link in my bio and at rebuilddad.com/reset every Saturday, plus the reset room for daily micro reset practice. So your body actually gets the reps it needs, not just the ideas. So let's start with why most people don't make it past the third week. Activity and resolution data shows that by mid to late January, engagement starts to crash, which is why brands track Quitter's Day, when most people let their goals go. Why? Because the novelty, dopamine, it wears off right after and around the time you start to hit real resistance. See, your head brain is still excited. It's a new year. It's new me. Your heart brain is hopeful. Maybe this year will be different. But your gut brain, yeah, your survival wiring is like, new is exhausting. Old is familiar. Let's go back to what we know. So when you miss one workout, you skip one reset, you send one text you said you wouldn't, your nervous system says, see, I knew it. We can't keep this up. Abort mission, and change dies. It's not because you slipped, but because your 5-second reflex after the slip is shame and surrender. 2026 is about changing that 5-second response and giving your body weekly and daily reps so it actually has somewhere to go. So the 21-day habit idea, cute, not what the research shows, okay? Habit studies found new habits can take roughly between 18 to over 200 days, the average time for a behavior to become automatic. It's around 59 to 66 days, so in plain language, 3 weeks is just the honeymoon period, and about 2 months is where it actually starts to feel like who you are. And yes, it only takes a couple of days of not doing the new thing for your old habits to start winning again. So here's the 2026 rule. You get one cheat day. You do not get 2 in a row. 1 day off is a break. 2 days becomes that slippery slope. Your nervous system can tolerate 1 day off without losing that pattern. But once you stack 2 days, your old wiring says, see, we knew we couldn't keep this up. And then you fall back into the default. If you treat 2026 like a 21-day challenge, your body will drag you back to 2025. So if you treat it like a 65-day nervous system training block with a clear 1 day off, not 2 days rule, your 5-second reflex actually has time to change. You will miss days. The problem is not the 1 day you didn't show up. The real break happens at 2 days off. So 1 day off, I'm tired. It's fine. This is my cheat day. But day 2 off, see, I always do this. I can't stick with anything. So in those moments, your 5-second reflex after the slip is either shame and then you give up, or it's compassion and then you reset. So in 2026, we're training your nervous system to say, I'm allowed 1 cheat day. I'm not allowed 2 silent days in a row. See, day 1 is human. Day 2 is my red line where I can come back, not to just check out. So weekly free 7-minute resets and daily reset room micro resets are there. So even if you fall off, you have a scheduled place to return to instead of drifting off. Let's make this extremely practical. Instead of a huge 2026 resolution, you make a 66-day nervous system pack. For the next 66 days, I'm not promising perfection. I'm promising I can have one cheat day. I will not disappear for 2. Every time I hit day 2 off, I give myself 5 seconds to get back on with one tiny rep and one place to reset. What does that look like? Weekly, you show up to the free 7-minute reset every Saturday. That's your deep rep where your nervous system actually feels what reset is. In a regulated room with other humans, group support, and regular sessions. And you're shown to improve adherence and make behavior changes stick more than trying to do it alone. And then daily, you use the reset room for micro resets, like 2 to 7 minute body first practices you can do on good days and bad days. So your baseline slowly shifts. You're not committing to the idea of change. You're committing to the structure that gives your nervous system repeated experiences of a different 5 seconds. And here's how the 5-second slip reset ties into your 1 day, not 2 day rule. The moment you realize I haven't done this thing 1 to 2 days, you run this script. If it's 1 day off, say, okay, that was my cheat day. I'm human. We're still in it. No shame. If it's 2 days off, this is your slippery slope moment. Say, I'm at 2 days. This is where I usually quit. In 2026, this is where I reset. Then notice, I'm 2 days off. This is my old quit point. Habits take around 60 plus days to wire in. So 2 days off, don't erase the days I showed up. Next, do a tiny rep. If it's Saturday or coming up, I'm getting myself to that free 7-minute reset and letting my body reset with help. If it's Wednesday, I'm opening the reset room and doing one micro reset even for 2 minutes. That counts today. And you're teaching your nervous system when we slip, we go towards support and practice, not away from it. And that's how change becomes durable. If you grew up with high standards, achievement pressure, or good child expectations, especially in an Asian family, you were probably raised in an all or nothing, perfect or failure, or 100% or why bother. It's one mistake and it's you never take anything seriously. That code makes you treat your healing and your habits the same way. See, a perfect streak or it doesn't count, one miss, and you ghost the whole process. See, in 2026, we're not dragging that grading system into your nervous system work, okay? Your new nervous system rule is, I can have one cheat day. I don't let 2 days silently turn into quitting. Weekly 7-minute resets and the reset room are invitations to show up as you are, even if you're coming back after a couple of days off. Your nervous system doesn't need perfection. It needs repetition, safety, and a place where I came back is counted as success. See, here's the identity line for today. In 2026, I am not the person who never slips. I am the person who always comes back. And that's who the weekly reset and daily reset room are designed for. The 5-second reflex after a bad day becomes, I knew this would happen at some point. I'm still going. I get the one cheat day. Day 2 is where I come back. Instead of, I knew this would happen. Why bother trying? Same missed day, different 5 seconds, plus structure that holds you when your willpower doesn't. So here's what I recommend we do. Now that it's 2026, don't write 15 more resolutions. Give your nervous system a weekly and daily home base. So this change has somewhere to live. So go to rebuilddad.com/reset and grab your spot for the free 7-minute reset this Saturday. That's your weekly deep rep live, guided with other people whose systems are learning to settle too. So if you're ready for daily support, Step into the reset room for micro reset practices. You can do it in 2 to 7 minutes a day, so your body gets the consistent input it needs to make this permanent. You don't need to be perfect for 365 days. You need a nervous system that knows when I slip, I can have one cheat day, not two silent days in a row. And I have somewhere to go to get my 5 seconds back. See, today is 2026. Most people's resolution will die by January 19th. Yours doesn't have to. Same year, same you, new 5 seconds, backed by weekly resets and daily micro resets that can make the change stick. So let's start again stronger.
This is Rebuild Dad.